Hello everyone, welcome back. I have returned from my few days away and I'm still really groggy with this throat cough thing, lurgy, don't know what it is.
The animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Thanks for that, Lore. So we're back with some tales. We've reached the starship and oh, there's a merchant here I didn't see. Hello, sir. You just chilling right next to this giant spaceship? If you're having trouble getting back to town, I can lend you a hand. Oh, well, I've got fast travel, buddy, so thankfully I don't need to. What have you got, though? Any new armor? Oh, we can buy grape gel. I mean, it looks like that's new as well. Grape-flavored medicinal gel. 2,800 HP. That's actually really good, but it's very pricey. I'm gonna buy one of them. We already had one of them anyway, but I think for everything else we're okay. Orange gel we could do with a few more. Yeah, I'll buy two. Okay, what about armor? No, that is no good for us. That's fine. And I can sell my 10 gold chunks for 30,000. Oh my god. Oh, you know what then? Well, I think I might be buying a few more orange gels. Get another 5 of those bad boys. Heck yes. Right, as for weapons, we've pretty much made the best thing for Alphen at the moment. Shionne, nope. Ooh, now, yeah, Doas. Do I want to go for the refined, the Supreme Petrum Pole, or the Hanuman Shaft? Oh yes, the Hanuman Shaft. I mean, it's only slightly... Oh no, it is quite a bit better in the magic department. And I do have plenty of materials, so you know what? Let's do it. Kisara could get you a slightly better shield, but I might hold off on that one for now. Possible. Oh, then again, I do have a lot of materials. Yeah, okay. You talked me into a game. Lore, you've got your Tyrant Fists, and Rinwell. Ooh, we could make Taming Water 3rd edition. Ooh, that actually would be nice. Yeah, there we go. Let's do it. Right. So yeah, welcome back to some tales, everyone. Oh, I quickly...
Did we really just spend that much money?
Don't worry about it, Kisara. Don't worry about it. You can loosen your purse strings a little bit. Manage the ranch. Yay. Horse meat. Oh, did I? I guess I told it to do the horse meat last time. Let's do some more rapigs. Those cute little bastards need to die. But yeah, I do apologize for my very deep, groggy morning voice. Right, yeah, let's go check out this starship, shall we?
Alphen?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Nice ride, Alphen. Could do with a bit of a clean. Ooh.
3 centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
This battery might be dead by now.
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
Same. You don't use my card for a month and the battery dies immediately.
The past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alphen.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
Oh. Shionne, you okay?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave? We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
Oh, it's the point of no return, isn't it? Is it? Oh, Shionne, you okay? I don't think she's doing too great. Wait until the ship is ready for takeoff. I'm guessing we just rest at the campsite over there, and then will we have a chance to choose to go? I mean, we probably do with. Although I was going to say we could clean it, but blasting off through the atmosphere is probably going to shed most of our overgrowth here. Ah, it's a really cool looking ship, though. Can you imagine finding? I mean, it's hard enough imagining living for 300 years anyway, but can you imagine parking somewhere and then going back to your car 300 years later? Holy crap. But anyway, right, so let me just quickly check. Have any new side quests popped up? I mean, we're supposed to go to the campsite. Any new side quests? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's go to the camp. Probably got a few scenes here.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegis?
I did.
After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegis.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shionne and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegis and the Renan homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegis?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shionne and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegis who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegis. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Shionne can finally get rid of her thorns. Shionne?
Huh? Yeah.
Indeed. My thoughts indeed, Alphen. We just been sleeping, sat up. That cannot be comfy.
Where? Shionne?
She turned into a box? That was a really, really stupid joke. I'm so sorry. Where did she go? Your party disbanded. Oh no.
Where'd Shionne go? How could she just go off on her own?
Alphen. I don't know about you, buddy. But I think I may have found her already. I don't think she's that hard to spot. Maybe that dress of hers doesn't blend into the environs too well. Are these guys just
She's
nodding?
not over there. Where did she run off to? Shionne.
Alphen, how's your eyesight these days? Are you still adjusting to not having the mask on your head? Because, yeah. Hi, Shionne.
Shionne. Shionne!
What the heck?
It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
What? Guys?
Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Yeah, I didn't think so. What the heck? Oh, hi guys. Could have really used your help just about then.
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Rolron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Huh?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Shionne. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
Oh boy.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death.
Oh shit.
I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan.
Oh, shit.
But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Shionne, don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis, when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renis Alma on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
But that's... too much. It's way too much.
when this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Shionne!
Alvin?
Only living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Alvin.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. We'll fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Shionne, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
Aww.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys.
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Shionne is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Shionne. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
You guys. You're all so stubborn.
Damn right we are. Also, this music is going to be totally copyrighted. I'm so sorry if this video's muted. Or this bit.
Thank you, everyone.
Yep, this music's going to be totally copyrighted. But that was a lovely scene.
Right now. In a little while longer. I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegis.
Yeah. Wow, that was pretty heavy. And I just want to give Shionne a hug. Although if I did, I'd die, so, you know, I won't. But holy crap. Holy crap. Yes, we've got a lot of talking to do still, because that's a lot to process. I mean, obviously, we knew something was up with her thorns. I didn't realize that they would be the, you know, the bringer of all doom to everything ever, but that's the way it is, apparently, and we've got to figure out a way of stopping it. Hey, Doers, you got any clues? You sounded pretty confident.
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Shionne is telling the truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
It's a JRPG, though,
No,
so...
I understand. Even Shionne doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues, yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in, then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy come to life. Well, that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Shionne in Pelagian. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. Especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right.
Let's just see what happens when we get there. Oh, the plot has thickened into quite the heavy soup. I don't know. Kisara, what do you think about all this? Also, actually, before I do anything else, it's kind of oh wait, will I even be able to do this? Ah, shit, I can't. He's not in my party right now. I was going to remove Law's monocle. I don't think he suits it. I really don't.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh, he did.
Oh, that? That was nothing.
Compared to what Shionne's going through, you mean? Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, That doesn't mean Shionne wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorns, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'll be careful.
Shionne doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on, and you didn't even bat an eye. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did with the rest of us.
I just want for Shionne what we all have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted. And it's not right.
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams, but a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world I want to live in.
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken from her, and I'm done with it.
Frick yeah. I must admit, some of the dialogue sometimes does make me laugh a little bit. I know it's not supposed to be funny, but just little things like, you know, want to be able to touch someone without fear of killing them. It just sounds preposterous, you know what I mean? But in this scenario, obviously it's a very real danger. So, anyway. Should we chat to Law next or Rinwell? Let's go with Rinwell.
Can't sleep?
After everything we just heard, how could I?
Right?
Fair enough.
Shionne's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a friend and yet be so completely blind to everything she was going through?
I'm sure it made her happy, knowing you were there for her.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever opened up to us like that. You were a good friend to her before, and you'll be an even better one now.
Yeah, I really hope so. I want to be the best I can for her. When you think about it, we were all alone in our own way. But over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. I hope Shionne's able to do that one day too. No, I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. Lots and lots more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other when it really counts. And forget about our grudges and pain.
Rinwell.
Damn, do you see how happy Huthor was then as well? Oh, we're all just lovely people, aren't we? We're just the best. We're the best of buds. I love this cast. Hey, Law.
Did you know?
Not a clue.
You mean about Shionne?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I thought something seemed a little off, but I never could have imagined. It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I couldn't even see it.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite figure out what it was.
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't you?
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually just driving her into a corner.
At least you figured it out in time, though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those thorns from taking her. No matter what.
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle. Shionne, the world, we can save everyone. And I mean it when I say we, Alphen.
I know. No lone wolfing it.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back or tell me off?
Zephyr, don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest. You're your own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Because he's dead. Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, he didn't mean that.
I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems to deal with, don't we? We'll need all our strength to save Shionne. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point, but I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is.
That line hits a little bit close to home. I think I'll end up worrying again at some point. Yup. All the time. All the time. Stay focused, Alpha, we got stuff to do. It's not going to do anyone good if we let ourselves get overwhelmed by what's going on. Right. Only one person left to talk to. And I think this is going to be pretty intense, guys. So get ready. Prepare yourselves for some feels. If you haven't already had to do that before already. But anyway, I'll shut up.
Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry. As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about me.
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
No? When was that? Sorry, I can't remember.
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Dahnans were not even people to me, and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadheim, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the blazing sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became two, and before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your friends. It didn't matter that we were Renans. You cared about us as you would any other people. Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed I could have that. I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shionne.
But then I realized I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt, and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood that. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on dying anymore. I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now. So I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win, come hell or high water. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I won't let the world end because of me.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shionne. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Dahnans and Renans, can finally live in peace. But I swear I'll be there with you, until the very end.
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah, I think you may be right about that.
Or you could get a ladder. You know, that's an option. Wasn't that nice? Oh, that was so good. I'm glad Shionne's... she's found the will. And she's accepted that she loves people and people love her. And it's great.
Everyone well rested?
Board the starship.
We depart for Lenegis.
Maybe not just yet. Maybe not just yet. Maybe I have things to do. Also, this is a really nice area during the day. This is really nice. Oh my gosh. Right, yeah, let's check to see if there's any new side questicles. Or maybe, no, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it, so should we just go to Lenegis? It feels like this is a point of no return. Or maybe we'll be able to fast travel back from there once we get there. Maybe that's going to be the case. Many people have told me that this game is very, very accommodating when it comes to making sure you can get all the stuff done. So I'm not too worried. I think we might just jump on the old starship. As far as let's quickly change to Law's outfit. I don't want the monocle on him anymore. Sorry, bud. It doesn't suit you. It's no. Give me nice butterfly wings. No, we'll leave you as you are. Right, so yeah, do I have any? No, we've got like no XP to spend. Okay. We're fully equipped as far as I know. And yeah, I think side quest wise, the only ones we have left are ones I don't think we can do at the moment anyway because of our level. So, hey, we've not found a new owl in bloody ages. I wonder if there's going to be owls on... No, there wouldn't be owls on Lenegis, would there? Maybe I've just missed some. But anyway, I'm not going to worry too much about 100% in this game anymore, chaps. I just really want to see it through to the end. And I'll just do what I can. So, let's go to Lenegis. We're going to another frickin' planet, my friends. I always suspected this would be the case, but it's happening. Takeoff, yes. Actually, no. Before I do that, I'm going to save. Just in case. Just in case. Alright, here we go. This is, yeah. This is very Star Ocean now.
Well, it's the moment of truth.
This lady better hold together once we're up in the air.
Law, don't say that. You're going to jinx us.
Speaking of which, Alphen, this bucket of bolts got a name?
A name? You know, I'm not sure she ever had one. I never really thought about it.
Well, after all the trouble we went through to find her, we should give her one, right? I was thinking something like...
Fall Knights.
Huh?
It means owl in the ancient tongue. Literally, the one drawn to the skies.
Yeah, I like that.
Sounds perfect for our little escapade.
Not sure I'm completely convinced, but, well, it's as good a name as any. From now on, she'll be known as the Fall Knights.
Okay, people. We have two goals. First, we need to get to Lenegis and make the Renans finally leave Dana alone. And then, we need to figure out the truth behind Shionne's thorns and find a way to save her. Sound good? All right, then let's go.
Sounds like a plan. No idea how we're going to carry out this plan, but getting to Lenegis is a good start. 4 Knights. I like that. I was going to call it Derek. But, you know, I mean, that's definitely a better name, Rinwell. And off we go! I guess we did clean it up before we set off. Whoa! Holy shit, that's some G-force going on right there. Ooh, this is so Star Ocean.
You know, I can still hardly believe it.
Believe what?
I mean, just look at it. The whole of existence, crammed inside a tiny frame.
Now that you mention it, I guess you're right. It does look more like a painting than a living, breathing world.
From up here, all the struggles we've been through feel so insignificant.
Nothing like realizing how small you are to put everything into perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda makes the differences between the Renans and the Danans feel pretty small too, huh?
Yup.
How much longer until we reach Lenegis?
There are better ways to use your time than napping.
No, there's
We
not.
should take a moment to familiarize ourselves with the facilities on board before arrival.
Good idea. The starship may end up serving as our base of operations once we're down there. Think you'll be all right with the controls?
You mean the one set to automatic pilot? I dare say I'll manage. I'm basically just here to supervise.
In that case, she's all yours.
Oh, my party. Oh, we get to explore the starship.
Everything okay, Shionne? You seem a little different.
Different? Like in a bad way different?
No, not at all. You seem more driven lately, like you found a zest for life. It suits you.
Heck yeah. Oh my god, we got our own spaceship, guys. I'm gonna talk to everyone again, so... we'll do this. Rinwell Law, what are you guys doing? What are you guys up to? Getting to know each other a bit more? Having a nice chat? Maybe flirting a little bit?
Hey, Alphen, listen to this. So Law and I were just talking and...
Hey, shut up!
What's got Law all flustered?
Only that he's afraid of flying, the big baby. And after all that fuss he made about naming the ship, too.
Hey, I never said I was scared. I just think it's, you know, a little unsettling how we're going to be cruising through space in a glorified tin can. That's all.
It's a starship, dummy. That's what it's supposed to do. I don't think there's anything strange about it.
Well, maybe you're the one with the problem then.
Guys. I'm no expert, but I think we can trust Renan technology. It got me to Dana in one piece, remember?
Oh, that's a good point. If you think so, Alphen, it must be okay. Don't you agree, Law?
Hard to argue with that, seeing how you hitched a ride in one of these things before, Alphen. It's just wrong, okay?
I mean, I'd be scared shitless. I've not been on many planes in my life. I've been, well, maybe like 6, which actually is, you know, nowhere near as many as other people have. But flying is terrifying to me. I'm not very good at flying, and the idea of it, you know, is probably why I haven't done it in about 18. Oh my god, 18 years. I'm so old. But yeah, flying through space, that'd be a whole different kettle of space fish. Can I do anything? I guess I just need to talk to everyone again first. Is there anything to find? Are there any items? Alphen, did you store anything awesome away before you, Oh, hey, Kisar. Oh, these, stasis pods? What are these?
You okay? Feeling airsick?
Actually, now that you mention it, not at all. These starships are a remarkably smooth ride, all things considered. Nothing like being at sea, thank goodness.
I mean, there's no
Glad to hear it.
turbulence
That
in
device
space.
there caught your eye, huh?
I was just wondering what it is. It looks big enough to fit a person inside of it.
It's a healing pod. It fixes injuries and illnesses.
Oh, you don't say. Well, that should definitely come in handy if any of us get injured while we're down there. Alphen? Was it something I said?
No, I was just thinking back to when I escaped Lenegis, that's all. What with the ceremony and losing control, I was a total mess. Naori laid me inside here.
So, you're saying you got in this thing straight after escaping? But that'd mean you were inside for 300 years?
Damn.
Yes, it sounds crazy, I know. But don't even ask me why I stayed asleep all that time.
That's definitely quite some lie-in, all right. But still, whether you meant to or not, I sure am glad that it's this century that you finally woke up in.
Aww.
What do you mean?
With the amount of fighting we've done, we would have never made it this far without you. And not only that, but... Alphen, can you recall back to what it is that I said to you? Back when we left Menancia? About the dream of coexistence and needing to learn what it entailed?
Of course. That's why you came with us, right? To learn what you couldn't at home.
Even in that time, I was well aware that what I was living was a lie. But at the same time, I also felt really compelled to fulfill my brother's wishes. I'll always remember him fondly. But the coexistence we're fighting for isn't for him. It's for people now, and those still to come. The world's bigger than just Menancia. My dream is for all Danans, wherever they might be, to be free. If I've learned anything on this journey, it's that. And the one who brought me along was you, Alphen. I'll forever be grateful to you.
Well, we're not out of this forest just yet. You should probably save your thanks. At least, until we've dealt with the Red Woman.
I know. But whatever we find when we get down there, I'm through looking the other way.
Kisara.
Probably getting a little ahead of myself, huh? Let's take things one step at a time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Kisara, that was very sweet of you to say, though. And I reckon this right. We keep calling her the Red Woman. I reckon her name's Sandra. I reckon it's Sandra's. Right, let's go chat to Shionne and Dohalim, I suppose.
We'll be going to Lenegus soon.
This must feel like a homecoming of sorts to you, huh? What was life on Lenegus like back then? You know, before you came to Dana.
Let's just say, I don't have many happy memories. I've had thorns my whole life, for as long as I can remember. They called it treatment, but in truth, they were just using me as a guinea pig for their research.
You mean, they experimented on you?
That's right. All I was to them was a riddle to solve. They poked and prodded me, trying to figure out what triggered my thorns or changed the form they took. Day in and day out, every single day, one test after another. I'm still surprised they didn't try to dissect me. The look they gave me whenever one of them touched my skin. How could I forget it? Reeling from the pain, like I was a monster or something. Some existence, huh? A blight on any I touched, helplessly complicit in their pain. I thought things couldn't get any worse, but then they did. I started to have nightmares, visions of the coming apocalypse. Is it any wonder I lacked a cheery disposition? Unable to so much as touch another soul. Loneliness was my best friend. Sure, I survived, but with the knowledge that one day I'd be swallowed up by oblivion. And that's when it hit me. If I was going to die, then it should mean something. If I have to sacrifice myself to save the world, so be it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you relive that.
No, it's fine. I'm in a much better place now.
You say it's your destiny to die so that others can live. But why not the other way around? Why shouldn't we be the ones dying to save you?
Are you crazy? Why would you sacrifice your life for...
That's exactly my point. Why should you have to give up your life just because you drew the short straw in the destiny stakes? How is that even right? It's that logic that's used to justify slavery, as if some of us were just meant to be sacrificed. This struggle was never about saving only ourselves. But that doesn't mean we have to give up our own lives to save everyone else's either. If we're doing this to protect people, if we're doing this to save the world from destruction, then that has to include saving each other as well.
A world free of sacrifice. That's what you've been fighting for all along, isn't it?
Not just me. We're in this together, remember? This fight is yours too, Shionne. If we're going to win, everyone has to win. There can be no room for losers in this fight. Now I see it, the true nature of our struggle.
A victory without losers. But that means that a Danan victory over Rena can't be the end. Do you think we can pull it off?
You bet we can pull it off. We have to. It's the only hope we have of things ever changing.
Yeah, you're right. No one's ever changed the future without aiming for the stars. We can do this. Together.
Yeah, I mean, Shionne, you have had a miserable life. Jesus Christ. But we know what we're doing. Making sure that nobody loses. It's like everyone gets the prize for taking part. but like there's no winning, there's no like gold medal, so everyone gets silvers. Yeah, a world, we're full of silver. Let's do this.
Is something wrong?
No. I was merely thinking how it had been 7 years, that's all.
You mean since you became a lord and left Lenegis? I guess even someone like you can get homesick, huh?
I am as prone to sentimentality as any other. Tell me, though, you too have a history with Lenegis. A traumatic one, no less. This trip will probably mean facing up to some difficult emotions. Doesn't that frighten you?
Well, it is a place where I took the lives of countless people. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about it. But I can't keep running forever. The past is what it is. There's no changing that. But the future's what we make it.
I see.
Dohalim?
Forgive me. I was wrong to pry. We have more pressing matters to address. Come back and speak to me when you finish looking around the ship.
I mean, I've basically done it. There's really not much to see. There really is not much to see. I'll do one more sweep. One more sweep. In fact, that's probably going to end the video. Next time, we'll talk to Dohalim, and I imagine we'll arrive at Lenegis very shortly. But it looks like there isn't really much else to do. Which is a bit of a shame, actually. I would have liked there to have been something on here, like an item at least, or whatever. But anyway, that was wow, a lot of talking. We've done like no fighting in this video. I hope you still enjoyed it, though. I try to let the cutscenes play out, but also, you know, there's no point in me just never talking and reacting to stuff, because that's kind of the point of a Let's Play, in my opinion. Otherwise, you can just watch no commentary gameplay videos. Thank you, everyone. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. We're in space.